Okay. Let's see if anybody makes it in tonight. I know it's late. It's late. I gotta get on home. It's late. Okay. All right. Welcome to the draft break. Sorry so late at night. Life sucks right now. Got a mom in the hospital, or actually she's in rehab now, and been working 10-hour days. So I apologize. Thank you for your patience. I have not one, but two extras we're going to throw in tonight as a thank you for your guys' patience with me and my life right now, and for helping fill this so quickly, even though it was kind of a weird break. A lot of NIL, unfortunately. Probably should have charged a little more, but Tony's going to end up with some autos for sure. Just hoping we get some sweet, sweet autos. So our ownership tonight, we got George Sweeting on the Cardinals, Donnie Mack on the Falcons and the Seahawks, Jamie Seone on the Ravens and the Bengals, Joe Desky on the Bills, Packers, Cowboys, Steelers, and Niners. Excuse me. Carl Gallagher on the Panthers, Tyler Haynes on the Bears, Ryan Joseph closing us up, taking the Browns, Texans, Chargers, Buccaneers, and Titans. Going after some QB action for sure. Oh, Tony Tito taking the Broncos in both NIL spots. I took the Lions. Vanover took his Colts. Harold Lambus took the Jags. Andrew took the Chiefs. I took the Raiders also. Jim Jennings grabbed his Rams. Chris Glidden grabbed his Dolphins along with the Saints. Chris Letourneau grabbed his Patriots. Welcome back, buddy. It's been a minute. Matty B grabbed his Giants. Nick Hammers from Hammers Hits has the Jets. Nick also has an auction up for remaining teams in his break. Please check it out. Some good deals to be found there. And I think that's everybody. Greg Reese. Oh, Greg Reese on the Eagles and the Commanders and the Vikings. So thank you, Greg. I think that's everybody, though. All right, welcome in. If you're here, give me a comment. Let me know you're here. You get a prize for showing up. This time, only a pack of baseball cards. But there's George. George, you get a pack of baseball cards for showing up, my friend. I don't have a lot of prize box stuff, so I haven't heard if the auto or patch has come out yet. So Maddie B, what's up? Maddie B, you're getting a pack of baseball cards for showing up. A hobby pack. So a chance for an auto or a patch. A numbered card or something. Hans across America. What's growing on? Oh, man, I'm growing to sleep. That's what's going on. How are you doing this night? Let's go through product. We got one little fatty pack. We're going to start out with that guy. We got 3 blasters, Prism, Mosaic, Optics, the big 3. That'll be fun. I think we've done one Optic Blaster so far. We'll have an Optic Mega in the next one probably. And then 3 Megas. I haven't opened a Zenith yet, and then an Illusions Mega. So that'll be fun. One Auto or Mem out of there. What's going on with you, Matty B? Still feel bad for you missed out on your Dead and Company Vegas trip, but hope you're doing okay otherwise. We got 4 hobbies. This is a first time heard of this brand, Pulse Stratos. It's about half the box is NIL, but it's like we're talking high school guys. I mean, I've never heard of half of them, but it does have Cam Ward. It has Ted. It has Shador. It has like a pretty good list of big names coming in. Plus some old school, yeah, Dan Marino, Tyreek, Travis Hunter. So mix of Mountain Dew and Reefer. I love it. So we probably will start with this guy. And then we'll go, I think we'll go Trinity. Maybe we'll do Eclectic. I know Eclectic always has some sweet old school stuff mixed in. So either one of these 2. And then even though, I don't know, maybe we'll finish one of those and then we'll go this one in the middle. Comics cards, Josh Allen, Hunter, Shador. All these will be numbered 2 with a chance at autos. So either way, should be fun. Hopefully get some cool stuff coming out of here. Thank you guys for patience. I was originally planning on doing this Monday night. Then my mom fell Sunday, went to the hospital ER, was up super late with that. And then Monday got off work late and went and hung out with her at the hospital for a couple hours. So Thank you guys again for your patience. She's doing better. She got into a rehab center today, so she is doing better. Well, emotionally, she's having a tough time still. She's having some, I hate to say it, but she's having some brain issues, so I feel bad for her. She's getting a little dementia coming in, so it's going to be a rough next few months and years, probably. All right, starting off with a little Donruss Fatty Pack. Get us warmed up, get the table going. All right, Vikings. Vikings are Greg Reese. I don't think Greg's here with us right now, so we'll roll the dice for Greg when we get finished. Thank you, George. Appreciate that, buddy. She was in a better mood, and she was talking about going on vacation this summer and everything. So, I mean, she seems like she's ready to do some rehab. So, all right, Ivan Pace, Dallas Goddard, Patrick Queen. Hey, Jim, what's up, brother? Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Debo Samuel, Austin Eckler, Jabril Pepper, whoop whoop, Montez Sweat, DeMarcus Lawrence, Njoku, Josh Reynolds, Sam Laporta, Danny Dimes, Aaron Rodgers, Jackson Smith, Kyler Murray, and our blue is a Plaxico Burress, going out to Joe Desky. Jim, you're getting a pack of baseball cards for showing up tonight. Let me grab it before I forget, because chance for a patch or an auto. Not great chances, but there's always a chance. So, dude, they did a good job in this draft. I was very impressed. Oh, before we keep going, you guys there's 3 of you here. Give me your guesses for an auto. There is a lot of product and a lot of old school mixed with new school. There's 16 autos, so 14, 16, something like that. So give me a guess. Maddie going Malik. I like it. And Matt, the next box, not the next break, but the next box of college stuff is a Bowman Chrome, and I'm pretty sure that Jackson signed in that. So that'll give you a better chance for an auto in that one. Corum for Jim, of course. All right, George, what are you thinking? All right, our good cards coming out of the middle here. We got Brian Thomas on the rookies. That's a beautiful card. Big zero line on a blue, Lattimore on a blue, and a Keelan Robinson blue for the Jags. Both Jags cards going out to Mr. Harold Lambus. CJ Carr. Okay. I don't know who that is. I've heard that name, I believe, before, but don't know much about it. Don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. Sorry, I had to go with a little Aaron Neville there. All right, we got Tyrone Tracy, running back. Jalen Polk, Kamani Vidal, and then we got our base, Josh Downs, Gabe Davis, Sante Samuel, Vince Ferragamo, voila, Devon Achane, Demario Davis, Chris Godwin, George, CJ Carr. So it's always nice when I got George and I got Matt here, because I feel like that's when the laughs come out, when you two are together. So always a little scary. You guys playing off each other. All right, let's do one of our extras now. I was trying to think of some extras to throw in, and it might benefit both draft classes. So I thought this might be a decent one. So, because it has, obviously college uniform stuff, but at least there's a chance. I know Jackson signing this, Riley Green, along with JJ and Penix and stuff. So, thought this would be a good little extra. Oh, yeah, let me roll the dice for Greg before I forget. It is a 1 times 1. So, card 1. Oh, Greg's going to love this. A little Kyler Murray numbered to 175. Oh, thank you guys again. Once again, thanks for the kind words. A lot of you messaged me personally, or you wrote in the notes, and I do appreciate that. That means a lot to me, so thanks, you guys. This is going to Greg Reese. We're getting our countertops put in tomorrow, so, I'll still have some late night breaks, but probably not like this craziness, so having to go back and forth between houses right now is kind of causing some issues. Even my wife was like, "You're really going tonight?" I'm like, "I don't know what else," because we got a concert we're going to tomorrow night, so I knew it wouldn't work then. And I was supposed to go play volleyball with Bronx after work on Friday, so I'm like, it can't happen then. So now we're into the weekend, but 3 and 3 is 6. Thank you, Matt. I do too. I think that's a great pickup. George. George is fired up. You should do like in Me, Myself, and Irene. Just grab a newspaper and just pop a squat in his front yard. Take a dump in his front yard. That's one of my favorite scenes. He gets so sick of the guy having his dog poop in his yard, so he just goes over there. He's like, okay. I've never heard of the crap under the car handle, though. That's pretty funny. I like that. Don't mess with George. But I was going to say, I agree with you, Matt. I think Milrose a good. I love his arm. He's got a lot like Joe Milton. Just a lot of strength. So we'll see learning behind Sam Darnold, maybe. And if he doesn't work out, who cares? It's a 3rd round pick. It's not a big deal, you know? Mason with a trowel. That's hilarious. All right, let's see if we get something cool out of here. All right, Austin Eckler, Johnny Manziel, Bo Nix on a student orientation. Nice. Drake May base. Anthony Gold coming out. Reggie Wayne and Zay Flowers. So we're starting off with a couple QBs at least. I like it if it helps people not go empty-handed. I mean, obviously you want better stuff, but still. Okay, so here, now our next card's an interesting one because he's not technically on a team, so therefore it would go with the team that drafted him. So as of right now, and Aaron Rodgers Silver will go to the Packers and Joe Desky because he is not on a team at this moment. Oh my goodness, Matt, that's awesome. That's a really cool card to get. And Brady Cook on a rated prospect. I'm not sure where he ended up. I think he got a free agent deal, but I'm not positive. I'll have to look him up. Brady Cook. And then we got Fashanu rookie card, Jerry Jeudy, Brock Purdy, Jim McMahon on a green, Dylan Johnson's a Titan, I believe, and then Carson Beck. He is an NIL. Yeah, that's going out to Tony Tidor. He decided to stay in college when we were with. Now he's looking like a genius because Quinn Ewers lost like $5 million. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, that was gross. My apologies. A little Carson Beck. All right, Bernie Kosar, Randy Moss, DJ Lagway, Instant Impact, Amani Bailey, Terrian Arnold for the Lions, Thurman Thomas, Max Crosby, Bucky Irving, and Jalen Polk. Look at this, Bucky Irving, the closer, 15 of 39. That is sweet. Going out to Mr. Mr. Ryan Joseph on the close-up. That's right. He'd be in a coma. The Black Maple get you, huh? Look at that. Nice card. That's a cool one for you, Ryan. Sometimes that last team mojo works out. All right, we got the other Jalen Daniels. I think he stayed in college one more year. Kurt Warner. Jacob Cowing auto. That's sick. Jaheim Bell on a purple, not numbered. Mayan Williams and Keon Coleman for the Bills. So Jacob Cowing, I think that's a Niner. Not sure where Bell is. Jacob Cowing. Not numbered, but baked maple syrup. Jacob Cowing. I'm pretty sure that's a Niner, but I'm going to look it up because he could have switched teams on us. It does taste good. Is that like blueberry yum yum? I got that blueberry yum yum. Again, these guys will get sleeved, most of them top loaded. I got to look up Cowing just to make sure. receiver and punt returner for the Niners. Excuse me. Congratulations, Joe Dusky on the Niners. Sup? Let's roll the dice for Giuseppe. Got a twofer. Going into 2 times 1. Well, we had 1 times 1, now we have 2 times 1. The card number 2 is a Derek Thomas rookie card out of Pro Set 89, I believe. Yes. Joe might already have that one, but hopefully he wants another one. Okay. The other extra will pass out before we start hitting some hobbies. Might mix hobbies in with retail. Okay. Let's do some Prism right now. We'll do Prism, then we'll do a hobby, and then do a couple more boxes, and do another hobby. Everybody guessing. Oh, Ryan got our first numbered card. I forgot. I got to roll the dice for Ryan. Is that Bucky? 1 again times. It's 3. Oh my gosh. So 1 times 1, 1 times 2, and now 1 times 3. 1, 2, 3. Ryan getting a pack of cards to rip. A little baseball action. Hopefully he likes it. That's impressive, though. The Niners are already doing good. The Buccaneers, the Jags. And we got our first Patriot and Bronco quarterback. So decent start. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope everybody's had a good Wednesday. I don't know how the weather is in your area. We have some sunshine. It is gorgeous right now. It's sunny and 70 today. It's going to be sunny and 80 on Friday. And then rain and 50 on the weekend, of course. Oh, that does stink, George. Can't even have a drink, huh? The things we do to stay alive, right? So, Maddie, what is a 1-of-1 McGregor sell for, anyway? Just curious. Okay. Ivan Pace, Levante David, Drake May back again, Brock Purdy on an orange disco, Evan Ingram, Jalen Hyatt, Brandon Aubrey, and a Terrion Arnold orange disco. Meet you at the Disco Club. Whoa! Sorry, I got a mosquito in my room. Try to kill it before it gets to me. That is sick. Well, that would have paid for Vegas. So we got 2 Drakes coming out for Laterna, which is nice. It's been a while since he's been in a break, so happy to see something good come out for him. Nothing huge yet, but a good start. All right, Tua. Terrell Owens, Mist Lifu, Aaron Donald on orange, Jalen Petrie, Marshall Falk, and Mark Andrews. All right, David Njoku, Kid Reporter, Dante Culpepper, Jalen Warren, and Brock Bowers. We hardly ever pull Brock Bowers, seems like. But I'll take it. I don't usually take 2 teams. It was kind of moving slow, so I was like, well, I'll take a couple bigger ones. I'm a big fan of Ashton Genty, so I was like, well, I'll definitely go Raiders because I don't mind. And I like Brock too, so Brocktober. And Ennis Rickestra on Orange Disco, Mark Brunell, Deshaun Watson, Silver Jaquan Jackson, and a hype Breece Hall. So for the Titans, not the card you're looking for yet, Titans, but Ryan Joseph picking up a nice Silver Jaquan Jackson. And then a little Rickestra for me and the Lions. You got any other local shows you're going to hit, Matt, this summer? I keep seeing posts about it. They're pretty slow. I think losing Canada, because I think Canadians are standing pat about not wanting to travel much in the U.S. So I'm sure that's hurting them. It was busy-ish when we were there, but I didn't stay at a hotel. I stayed in, an Airbnb, so I don't know, what it's like. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. All right, let's mix it in. Let's do this. Let's do a little wild card action. No guaranteed auto, but there's a 1 box hit comics card. So oh, that's pretty sick. I'm sure Kendrick will be fun. I'm not my favorite rap, I have to admit. I'm more of a I love like Snoop and Luda and all that type of stuff more myself. But my son keeps playing it for me, like, see, this is good, this is good. And I'm like, is it? But I mean, I like, the A minor song's pretty good and Luther's pretty solid, but just not my fave, I guess. Just kind of too much mumbly rap for myself. But I'm sure it'll be a great show though. So there's no numbers on here. We don't know which one's lowest or what, but let's just see what comes out of here. Now Wu-Tang, that's pretty sweet. And I've wanted to see Dave Matthews for years, so. We got a Drew Brees 2 of 5 for Chris Glidden. He's like, I probably shouldn't waste time, but I'll get the Saints on a bang. 2 of 5. That is pretty sick. Not auto, but still a cool card. That's a pretty cool card. Congratulations. Let's see what's next. Hope you guys like it. I figured it'd be more fun to kind of just mix it in. Up next. Ted McMillan, 1 of 1. Whoa. Carl Gallagher getting a Ted McMillan 1 of 1. That is sick. On the gold. Getting too much of a glare. You getting to see my ugly bald head. That is awesome. One of the first cards coming out of this kid. That's awesome. All right. Congratulations. We're going to move Bucky out of the way because we got to put that up front right there. That's a pretty cool card with that gold looking. That's awesome. Up next, Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 25. Not bad. I think Andrew will be happy with that. Any Mahomes card, especially a numbered card, is pretty sick. It's pretty cool. Put that up there for a little while. It's a fun box. And DJ Legway, 1 of 50. Used to be at Florida. I'm not sure where he's at now, but I'm pretty sure he's still NIL. And the last one. DJ Legway, 3 of 15 on the Psyched. That kind of sucks. I mean, good job, Tony, but that's literally on the checklist, one of the bottom people you'd want. So sorry to everybody else, but congratulations, Tony. But still, great box. Got a sweet Drew Brees. We got a Patty Mahomes. We got a 1 of 1 Tet. So that's pretty. It is still NIL. That's what I figured, George. Thank you for checking. I'm not sure where he's even at. He's still a Gator? Okay, wow. But he's been the Gators like 4 years. All right, that was a fun rip. I might have to get one more of those boxes. That's a fun one to have. In fact, we got a 101 out of there, and a numbered Mahomes is pretty sweet. So it's solid. Okay. All right, let's jump back into it. Let's do a little mosaic in the air. Well, it sounds like you got a good summer plan, my friend Maddie. I haven't listened to a ton of Tang, but what I've listened to, I like Wu-Tang. I like some of their stuff. So, anybody else that came in late and hasn't given me a guess for an auto, please do. Giving $15 in credit if somebody gets it right. Oh, it's a country singer. His name is Brian Martin. My girl's a country girl, so I get it. When there's a decent band coming, cheap tickets. He sings a song called "We Ride." It's been on the radio quite a bit the last few months, so nothing huge. We actually have quite a few. We actually have like 2 other country concerts coming up in the next few months. So, oh, you know that song? It's a good song. It's a good, catchy country song. I'm waiting for. I think it's next week, maybe the week after. Live Nation does their special week where it's a bunch of $25 tickets. So I'm going to try and buy a bunch of tickets to stuff around here. It's a bunch of rock bands coming I want to see. And I've seen Train a few times, but I always enjoy them. So if I can get $25 tickets, I go see them again. And I really want to go see, I've always wanted to see, it's kind of lame, but I've always wanted to see White Lion. That's one of my favorite bands in my teen years. And they're coming, and then same with Cinderella. So that's 2 rock bands I've always wanted to see from my childhood that are coming. So I kind of trying to figure out a way to go. Love me the butt rock in the late 80s, early 90s. All right, we got John Taylor, Cole Kmet, Forrest Buckner, Mario Douglas, Anthony Gold rookie, Trey McBride on a green, and Ricky Sanders. And the next one, let's just get it up there. Michael Penix on a debut. And that's a Donnie Mack. We ride down Colorado. Yeah. I'll probably listen to more of his stuff tomorrow while I'm working, so I enjoy the concert a little better. We'll see. All right, so we got our first Penix. All right, Brees, Matt Stafford. We got a silver tip Ryman going to George Swinning. There you go. Break paid for, George. Brees Hall and a notoriety. Ed Oliver, Quay Walker, Derek Carr, and Aiden O'Connell. It's a nice looking silver. Just the wrong Cardinal. Wrong boy died. All right, we got a Lad for the Chargers and Ryan. Javon Baker on a green for Chris Letourneau. Zach Ertz, Jonathan Cooper, Travis Kelce, Olumwawu Fashanu, Jared Verse, a touchdown match. Jared Verse on the honeycomb. What the heck? Jim Jennings getting another case hit. Last football break, you get the case hit. My goodness, Jim. What the heck? Gets the Cooper Kupp case hit last time. This time he gets a case hit Jared Verse. What a nice one. Congratulations, Jim. He might be half asleep. That might wake him up, though. He's a really, really good young defensive player, too. Rookie of the year, I believe, wasn't he? That is awesome. I didn't either. Like I said, you might have been half asleep, and then bam. Yeah, he's so good. Like, you guys should be sad that Aaron Donald's got him. Then you guys draft Jared Verse. He turns out to be a super stud. So give me 2 numbers, Jim, for getting the case hit. Devin Witherspoon, Seahawks, debut on a Jatavian Sanders for the Panthers, and Carl. Drake London, Justin Jefferson, Christian Kirk, Green, Andre Johnson, and a Kid Reporter. 3 and 6, okay. Texans are Ryan, I believe. Yep. Too funny. What are the odds? 2 different Colts cards. I didn't know there was even 2 in here. We have a Nyheim Hines rookie patch card, a Donruss, or a numbered Anthony Richardson 214 out of 249 out of Prestige. It's not the greatest prizes this time, Jim. Sorry. So 2 different Colts cards. That's the way it works sometimes. All right, we got Joey Burrow. AR, okay. Yeah, I would imagine, George. Kyler Murray, Jalen Warren, Marshawn Nealand, Devin Singletary on a true mosaic, and a notoriety Rome Odunze. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. But that'd have been crazy if you got it. That guy would have been so pissed, though. If he pays like 10 times more and loses out. That's one of those where you like, I feel bad for you, but that guy paid way more, so. But you got the dice drop in mind where you got the dual auto and poor Gary was left high and dry. Oh, you paid 10 times. Oh, I misunderstood. Oh, that really sucks then. Oh my gosh, that does suck, man. I'm sorry, man. Oh, yeah, especially getting a Brock auto. That's pretty sweet, too. Just got my first Brock auto the other day in a break. Okay, so not a bad box, guys. Besides, we got the Penix debut and a lad. We got that sick Jared Verse. That is so cool. This time you will, George. It'll be a Josh Rosen Cardinals auto. You're like, but I don't want to win this one. All right, illusions. Didn't they put Josh Rosen autos in like some of the 22 product or 20 or 2021 product? It was like, what the heck? He was like a 3rd or 4th string guy on one of the teams, and they put his autos in a bunch of stuff. Could be wrong. I feel like that's what happened. Empty box. And we got 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've gotten 3 out of 6 quarterbacks. How does this work? I forgot how this works. Yeah, I guess let's do that. Okay. So we have a Mystique, Ladd McConkey. Nice one there for the Chargers. We have an orange Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette, rookie card. Caleb Williams, nice. Rome Odunze, back-to-back Bears. DJ Moore, all 3 Bears in a row, pretty much. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Trey Hendrickson, and a Joey Bosa. Amazing. These are interesting. They're putting like all the teams together. So Leggett. Oh, I'd be stoked about that. This is awesome though, for the Bears. Back-to-back good cards. Roman Caleb. Tyler. Yeah, I haven't pulled a Holo Heroes yet. That'd be sick. Chargers getting a couple decent ones here for Ryan. Carl getting a Xavier. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Okay. We got Adam Thielen on a pink, or an orange. CeeDee Lamb, Zeke, and Dak. Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton, and Troy Franklin Rook. Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mystique, Malachi Corley, and a Xavier Leggett orange. Not a suppressant. Oh, that's funny. Get different sleeves. These are good new fits. Just 1 second. I've got so much crap everywhere. Man, my body's killing me. Whew. Oh, there we go. I love that pick too. George. I really like Tyrone Tracy. I thought he looked really good, but getting Cam Scatterbo in there's not a bad idea either, though. So nice Corley and then a little Bo Nix action. I loved watching Cam Scatterbo last year, especially in the playoffs. Like, he was so fun to watch. A little Leggett action. And then, like, the Panthers having Leggett and Tet together, like, that's going to be a fun combo. Okay. We have a Mystique JJ. Now we got our first JJ. So we got a Caleb, we got a JJ. Who are we missing then? Just Jaden, I think. Let's see what else we got then. We got Sam Laporta, Christian Watson, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Luke Musgrave, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, Justin Jefferson on a Game Magicians. And then up next, Caleb Williams orange. So we've got an orange Caleb and an orange Xavier. Oh, that's a good comparison, yeah. He just runs angry. It's fun to watch him. I was shocked he lasted that long, so that's a steal too, I think, Matt. Okay, here we go. Stephon Diggs, Anthony Richardson, Donnie Mitchell rookie, Jonathan Taylor, Zaire Franklin, ETN, Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas, Jamar Chase on a clutch, and then a orange Rome Odunze. So Bears getting all kinds of goodies in this break. Nothing huge, but a couple nice parallels. Jamar coming up for the Bengals and Jamie. I'm the scat man. Dabba-dee-bop-dee-bop-bop-bop. They should have that song every time he gets a good run. I'm the scat man. All right, Kelsey, Mahomes, Carson Steele, Rook, Xavier Worthy, Minshew, Bowers, Max Crosby, Herbert, and then a clutch, Brock Bowers. So a couple of Bowers coming out. I'm the scat man. Got a few people watching, hanging out, but haven't commented yet. So I don't know if you're not in the group. Please look up Hamster Card Breaks. Your first break, $5 off with us. And Illusions go through a lot of top loaders. I forgot about that. All right, finishing up, we got an orange DJ Moore, Quentin Johnston, Ladd McConkey, Kyron Williams, Cooper Kupp, Blake Corum, Tua, Jalen Wright, and Tyreek Hill. And we got fun plans for the weekend coming up. Pantry freezer, that sounds like. I want to live vicariously through you, Matt. What are you eating? Anything good? What else do you eat that are good? I should ask. All right, so we pounded through the illusions. We've got Optic and Zenith left. Let's give this Stratos a try. Outside planting flowers. I have no idea what to expect. Like I said, I expect some NIL for sure out of this one. This one had by far the most NIL, and Wildcard had by far the least, and we still got 2 NIL cards in the Wildcard. Interesting. Empty box. Okay, up first, Cam Ward on the Stratos, number 36 of 40. Going out to Mr. Ryan Joseph. Pretty cool. They're kind of cool cards. Thai chili. Oh my goodness, Matt, that sounds amazing. We just had a brand new bag of Doritos that my wife opened when I pounded like a handful and some tacos before I left, but I still hungry, like I didn't eat enough, and a Butterfinger ice cream bar sounds amazing. All right, this one, Tyler Brown from Clemson. I think he still is at Clemson. Numbered 12 of 20. Tyler Brown. I will double check, but I think he's still at Clemson. Now, I'm a nerd, so I think this is super cool. Obviously, he's chasing different people, but Ryan Joseph, Bernie Kosar, clutch time auto. 8 of 20. I think that is sick. I love me some Bernie Kosar back in the day. Really good quarterback. You could argue the Browns haven't had a true great quarterback since Bernie Kosar. I mean, Baker was probably the best one they've had, and they gave him away for nothing and threw him to the curb. So that's pretty cool to me. And then we got a Stratos Riley Leonard, numbered 35 of 40, going out to the Colts and Matthew Vanover. Oh, that's my stomach. Sorry about that. Oh, that's weird. This one's coming apart. And then Jamarian Miller, Alabama running back, numbered 1 of 10, but the case is coming off. Very odd. So I'll put that in a bag pretty quickly. Jamarian Miller. Alabama, huh? So he's still, that's an NIL right there. 1 of 10. I don't like that thing's popping off. I don't know what to do. I don't know if you want me to tape it or what. I'll text you tomorrow, Tony, and see what you think. Maybe a little bit of painter's tape on there to keep it on. And then last one, this guy was supposed to come out and he pulled back. I think Tony will love this because it's got the Georgia name. It's got the Georgia uniform. That's his favorite team. Carson Beck, even though he did jump to another school, Tony's going to be pretty stoked about that. Congratulations. So, congratulations, Tony. You got 3 out of 4 autos. Sorry, guys. Like I said, it's just hard. And then I don't want to make NIL like $150, and then they get nothing. So, such a crapshoot. But I do love the Bernie Kosar. Overall, and we got a Cam Ward numbered card, which is cool. We got a Leonard numbered card. So, still not a bad box by any means. I might grab one more that I'm trying to decide. Excuse me. All right. Well, let's go back in time then. Yeah, it's a good box. I mean, I wish we had less NIL, but like I looked up the checklist and it was literally just over 50% was NIL, which was higher than most of the other boxes. The other box was like 30 or like friggin' wild card. It was like 10% or 5% was NIL. It just happened to be 2 cards of Legway came out. I'm like, what? But yeah, just like we didn't get you a Shedeur, but we got you a Bernie Kosar at least. So. And those ones are relatively decently priced boxes compared to some of the other ones too, so it's not bad. Empty box. Love me some Optic. 3 and 3 is 6. And I was fortunate enough to procure a few boxes of Optic at the store last week. I got a call, and so I called my wife and told her, like, please head to the store and get some. So she grabbed a few boxes. So I should have a little mix in for a little bit, and it'll help that I was able to get it retail prices. So it's hard for me to pay $100 or $110 for a Mega because then I feel like I have to charge you guys the price to equate that pretty much, you know what I mean? So I'd rather not if I can help it, keep prices lower. All right, Roquan, Devin Singletary. We got a pink Jaquan Jackson. That guy's everywhere for the Titans. And then Jer'Zhan Newton, Cortland Sutton. So Greg Reese getting the Jer'Zhan Newton Commander. That's what he was hoping for, nothing big. Big Jer'Zhan Newton fan. Yeah, it's almost impossible here. I just got fortunate on one particular drop, so. Open some top viewers, get them ready. All right, Dexter Lawrence. We got a silver Roshan for the Bears. Troy Franklin for Tony. Keenan Allen and Bryce Hall. Nice pink, though. Devondre Sweat and a Jaden Hicks. So another one for the Titans. For the Chiefs, Jaden Hicks. Franklin. Roshan for the Bears. The Bears. I keep hoping, I mean, not that I want it to flood the market, but I feel like Mosaic was pretty hard to find at first in Prism, but now there's kind of a little more everywhere, so we'll see if Optic does the same or not. Depends if they keep mass producing. Then I read some that the NBA, Panini's NBA license begins in this fall, so we've got like 100 things lined up to put out for NBA. Grady Jarrett, Derek Carr, Jalen Wright for the Dolphins on a pink, nice. Jonathan Brooks and Chuba Hubbard. Brooks, we'll see. Chuba Hubbard looked so good last week or last year. It'll be interesting. Grease is the word, is the word, is the word. I'm a big Mosaic fan myself, too. So, all right, TJ Watt. There we go. Nice one there. For another nice card for the Bucs. Jalen McMillan on a true Mosaic silver. That is awesome looking. And then Bucky Irving on a base. That's not bad. Michael Pittman. Justin Fields. We got a pink Theo Johnson and a Maurice LeFou. There you go. Break one. Matty ball game. That's ball game right there. Theo Johnson pink. Boom, boom. Actually, he might be a good tight end. I have no idea. And a couple for the Bucs here. And I love that silver McMillan. That's a gorgeous card. LeFou for the Cowboys and Joe Dusky. Okay. Theo Johnson on a pink. Certainly a Johnson, okay. Looks like a big old Johnson, honestly, looking at him. Pretty thick. A little girthy. Figured you'd like that, George. Okay, let's do some dinner, Zenith night. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. We got a Zenith night. Should we get, wait, we'll get an auto. If we get a patch, it'll be our first patch. We'll make that a prize. Pew, pew, pew. Boom, empty box. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 packs. Here we go. I personally haven't seen Zenith this year, so I'm not gonna lie, I used to like playoff more, so I was hoping they get rid of Zenith and bring back playoff, but apparently not gonna happen. Move this real quick. That's a pick Johnson. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. All right. Dak, Russell Wilson, Andre Johnson, Eddie George, Joey Bosa, Bo Nix. There we go. State of the art Josh Allen. That is sick. Nice looking card. And then Blake Corum on the marquee. Jace McClellan. Gary Clark, Puka Nacua, DeAndre Swift, Darius Slayton, and Javonte Williams. That is cool. Look at state of the art Josh Allen. That's sick for the Bills. Ooh. I don't know what these hits are in this thing are. Yeah, I like the state of the art. That's cool looking. Nice one for Giuseppe. He's had kind of a rougher break today so far. So a little Blake Corum for Jim. Jim's had a great break so far. In my opinion, anyway. That honeycomb is sick. Honeycomb. And then Bo for the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos may not hit much today, Tony, but I think you're going to do really well in your NIL. You already have quite a few good cards. All right, Josh Jacobs, Richard Sherman, Josh Allen, Adam Vinatieri, Jermaine Burton Rook, 2-minute drill, Jonathan Brooks, green parallel for the Panthers, A to Z Yancey Thigpen, state-of-the-art orange, Jordan Love, not number, but an orange prism going to the Packers, Roman Wilson, rookie, Mark Brunell, Kirk Cousins, Dan Marino, Jamar Chase, man, I'm going too high, I apologize, Garrett Wilson, Baker Mayfield, and Devontae Adams. It's like looking at it myself and not you guys, I apologize. Yeah, I like these state-of-the-arts. They're cool looking. It'll be a fun set to try and get. Okay, let's see if we get a little more here. Right, Breece Hall, Amon-Ra, Steve Young, Malachi Corley, Javonte on a green, Jared Goff on a state-of-the-art, Devontae Walker for the Ravens, Bijan Robinson, Justin Jefferson, Boomer Esiason, Vinny Testaverde, Jordan Love, Lamar Jackson, Adrian Peterson, Amari Cooper, Saquon, Brett Favre, and Brendan Rice. That's for me, so I'll put that aside for now. Oh, right off the top, J.J. McCarthy on a Z marquee. And then right behind it, sweet A to Z, Xavier Worthy. Behind him is Malik Neighbors from Eddie B. Ooh, fading like a flower. All right, Urlacher, Aaron Rodgers, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brandon Ayuk, Patty Mahomes, Bo Jackson, Dalton Kincaid, Barry Sanders, Kenneth Walker, butt kicker, red Devontae Walker. And we have a green Worthy, nice card. Idols, J.J. McCarthy, Fran Tarkenton, Brian Thomas coming out, and then Breeze, Irvin, Watt, Peyton Manning, and Kyler Murray. So JJ coming back again, sharing with Tarkenton. Walker for the Ravens and Jamie. Worthy for the Chiefs and Andrew. A little Brian Thomas action for Mike Hare-Lambus. Who's Johnny? She says. Sorry, I listened to some 1986 music today. A new man, Bojangles, and he dance for me. But yeah, we haven't had a single mark. Yes, but don't you remember that really nice looking silver tip Ryman we pulled? Huh? What do you think? Well, hopefully get you something cool. Maybe we'll get you something out of the draft. That's one of those you pay $20 to get it graded, and then it comes back as a $5 card. Okay. We got Travis Kelce, Michael Vick, Aaron Jones, Myles Garrett, Jalen Hurts, and Devin Leary. Then we got a nice looking Idols. It looks like Vick and Penix. Off the back, we have McCaffrey, Elway, Eli, DJ Moore, Eric Dickerson, and the Idols card. Ooh, Roma Dunze on a Z Marquee, and then a turning pro, Marvin Harrison. You spoke it into existence. Not numbered, but a little patch action for you, George. Give me 2 numbers also for a prize. Penix. 4 and 9, all right. It's really hard. I haven't even been at this house much, so I don't even know what supplies I need to grab or anything. It's kind of annoying. 4 and 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, not the greatest, George. Sorry, buddy. It is a base Ladd McConkey out of Donruss or a Brad Johnson to 150 out of Top Chrome. It's not the greatest prize this time. Sorry, George. Lad, okay. He's such a nice young lad. Okay. Let's go Trinity, and then we'll finish with Eclectic. We're going to do the last card prize out of our next box. Will be a bonus box. Okay, first card out. Going to, oh, I didn't realize we were doing this. Okay, my bad. Empty box. Empty glass. What do you want to call it? First card out going at the Tony Tidor. MJ Morris, 7 of 49. There'll be a lot of Tidor love in this box, I'm afraid again. Nothing against Tony. He did good. He knew. This one goes to him, too. Pretty sick looking Alex Orgy, 23 of 25. This one might be. I'm not buzzed. I'm going to double check real quick. Interesting. I'm surprised he made a card for this guy. Zion Turner, 76 of 99. The Jackson State quarterback. Good Lord. Orgy, yeah, isn't that funny? Or is it Orgy? Whoops. Okay. Just 1 second. I'll have to do some more research. Alan Bowman, 1 of 1. Alan Bowman, 1 of 1. He was with the Michigan Panthers, the UFL. I cannot find if he had a tryout with any NFL team. My apologies. I was looking this one up because I swore he was out of college, which he was. Alan Bowman, 1 of 1. Pretty crazy. And then this next thicken. I'm not sure. Oh my. Oh ho, Georgie. Tajon Palmer, 68 of 99, 6th round draft pick for the Arizona Cardinals. That is a thicken, real thick. Just like I like them. Whew. I gotta find a thicker sleeve. I need a bigger boat. I put my thick sleeve somewhere. I gotta figure out where to put them. My place is such a mess right now. There they are. Okay. Probably didn't want to try and squeeze it in. It might be thicker than his maple. I don't know. But if this kid turns out to be any good, that's a sick one right there. Nice job. Tajon Palmer. That's cool looking. All right, we got at least one pretty solid one. Bone, we got to figure out where he goes still. And then the last card in the box. Boom, boom, boom. Pow, 14 of 49. Malik Neighbors. What? Beautiful card. Leaf Trinity. 14 of 49. Matty B. Heck yeah, dude. And getting the $15 break credit for next time. Congratulations, brother. That's why we play the game, right? Heck yeah. All right, makes the whole box worth it. And for Tony, some of these guys might turn out awesome. We'll see. I don't know. But either way, pretty sick stuff we got going so far. So only 2 out of the 6 were pros, but some good ones for sure. Sweet, sweet hit. I agree. Thank you, Jim. I agree. Congratulations. Nice Palmer too. So, all right. So not a bad box. Turned out pretty good at the end. It was getting rough there at the beginning. The Malik is 14 of 49. Is that his pro number? No, he wore 1. Never mind. He wore 1. Okay. This guy's so clear that it's getting like a weird reflection off it. Okay, so this is the last bonus we're throwing in. Last card in this last pack will be our last prize. Congratulations, Matt. Yeah, and I'll try and remind you next time you hop on a break, you get $15 break credit. Congratulations. You and actually the 3 guys that showed up live are making out pretty good. Jim's getting the honeycomb, George getting a sweet RPA, and you picking up the one you were looking for. 3 and 3 is 6, so. I always do like the look of Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Thanks to you guys once again for filling it. So, actually, what's just funny is they had it for the longest time, but they were finally out. But Barnes & Noble usually had Sage blasters. I didn't even grab any because I was just waiting until after the draft. And then they're actually gone because I was thinking that'd be kind of fun one to throw in because it had like 3 autos in it. So we have one more box after this, obviously, of hobbies, but just wanted to do this for our last prize. The last pack of the last card. All right, Quincy Williams for the Jets. Montez Sweat. Rookie Rising on a Cade Stover. Max Melton. Logan Wilson. Talanoa Hufanga. Josh Hines Allen. And Chris Braswell. So far, there hasn't been much extras coming out so far. All right, Romeo Doubs. Tyler Lockett. Dak Prescott. Kylan Robinson. Michael Pittman. James Cook. Charvarius Ward, not numbered, but a cool looking card. AJ Barner rookie. Trey Tucker. Brian Burns. There we go. Ladd McConkey and Javon Buller. But Ladd, whatever this is, looks like a flaming behind him or something. That's cool looking. It's a nice Ladd there for the Chargers. And Ryan Joseph. These guys all get sleeved up. Feeling really bad for Greg, though. Not a single Jalen Daniels yet, but maybe it's the last box. We'll see. All right, Stephon Diggs, Zach Moss, Sparkly Brooks. There we go for Carl. Last card, Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs, and Andrew there picking up our last card, last prize. Well, last card of this box, anyway. And a nice one for Mr. Carl, the Sparkly Carolina Panther. It's not the greatest box by any means. Sorry, guys. Wish it was better. Didn't help out a ton of maybe Chargers, Panthers. That's about it. So pretty thin pickings. All right, last box. Here we go. Last card was a Charger. Let me roll the dice for Andrew before I forget. I almost forgot already. 2 times 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Andrew picking up a Ricky Williams number 217 out of 750 out of Invincible 2001. Pacific trading cards. They're cool looking cards. So Andrew getting that guy. Last box. 4 autos. The box is with the tape. There we go. Now, for some reason, this is all NIL. Then I will open one more box too. I'll go with that. Hoping not to put that into existence, but there's always a chance. Empty box. We're not starting off very hot. Good golly, Miss Molly. I've never even heard of this guy. That's not a good start. Going out to Tony Tidor. Ethan Grunkemeyer. Numbered 1 of 8. Ethan Grunkemeyer. Yikes. Zoinks. Ethan Grunkemeyer. It is a little thicker, just in case. That's a good... Ethan Grunkemeyer. Okay. Let's just keep it going. Tyrone Tracy, 7 of 8. You know what? Let's just keep it going, Matt. What's better than 1 auto? Let's make it 2. Let's make it 2. Malik Neighbors and now Tyrone Tracy. Oh, man. You know, and I was thinking also, we've pulled some cool stuff, but you know who's left out of this game? Jim Jennings. Let's just go for it. Blake Corum, finally 1 of 7. Centric Leaf auto. Jim Jennings finally gets his white whale. He's been calling Blake Corum for like 2 months now, and he finally gets it. So Blake Corum coming up too. $15 break credit for Jim also. Oh, I guess the key is staying up till 2 in the morning. And if that's the case, you guys will get the hits, because this has been a very, very strong Jim, George, Matt break. And Tony, though. Holy smokes. Tony picking up the last one. Jake Garcia, Winston Wright Jr., and Caden Hauser for the triple auto. One of those 3 blows up, and this card will be worth a ton. But until then, like a $20, $30 card. Who knows? But either way, nice card there for Tony. What a break. Well, obviously, Tony cleaned up with the NILs. We just don't know if those guys are any good. That's the thing with those. It's just, you just never know. So, put all the NILs together. Carson Beck's a solid one. He'll get drafted next year. Do a brief recap. Thanks, George. Thanks, Jim. Congratulations to you three. You guys did good. Tony did great. Yeah, there we go. Can't believe we finally pulled a Blake Corum. That's hilarious. Oh, thank you, George. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, too. Thanks for filling this once again. To think we thought the pink Theo Johnson was the only good card you were going to get, right? A little lacking in this year's draft, unfortunately, but we still got some cool cards coming out, at least, for quite a few of the teams. Beware the pink Johnson. Oh, you have a gift, Matt. Oh, there we go. There's that Tip Ryman I was so worried about. Okay. I'm glad we got one of every quarterback at least, but well, except for Jalen or Jaden, excuse me. So my apologies to Greg. I will try and find something to send your way. I cannot believe we get a single Jaden this whole time. Ugh. Okay, do that there. I will do that. Okay, and then that. There. Oh. What a crazy break, though. But like I said, it was 3 guys live had it just about the best. That's crazy. Okay, let's do our recap here. For Joe and the Packers, just an orange Jordan Love. Not much for the Bills either. Nice looking state of the art, Josh Allen. Dolphins, not much. Chris Glidden, Jalen Wright, pink. Did get a goodie for the Saints at least. Jets didn't have much at all either. Nick, sorry. Malachi Corley on Mystique. And it's Rackestra on an orange and a Terrion Arnold. So for me and the Lions. Duantes Walker on a red for the Ravens and Jamie Siona. That's about the biggest highlights. There's nice parallels, but that's about it. Riley Leonard for the Colts, numbered to 40. Brock Bowers base, and a Brock Bowers clutch for me and the Raiders. Keelan Robinson on a blue. Brian Brian Thomas base Brian Thomas, and a rookies Brian Thomas going out to the Jags. Ladd McConkey on a base mosaic along with a Illusions, but then a nice orange parallel out of Phoenix and a Mystique out of Illusions. Bo Nix base, student orientation Bo Nix, and a Bo Nix out of Zenith. But you did very well in the NIL, that is for sure, Tony. All right, for the Titans, Jaquan Jackson silver, Jaquan Jackson pink, and Devondre Swift pink, and then a Cam Ward numbered to 40 for the Titans. Drake May base, Javon Baker on a green, and then a Drake May out of Prism going out to the Patriots. Vikings, we got an Idols, JJ McCarthy, a Marquee, JJ McCarthy, and a Mystique McCarthy. Going out to Greg Reese. Bucky Irving on a base, and then a Jalen McMillan silver, and then a Bucky Irving numbered to 39 going out to the Buccaneers and Ryan Joseph. Yeah, Ryan Joseph, my bad. All right, let's do our... Yes, definitely. That was pretty cool, dude. I was pretty happy for you. All right, this is all the NIL goodies. Lots and lots of goodies going out to Tony this time. DJ Legway, number to 15. DJ Legway to 50. Tyler Brown on a headliners, number to 20. Carson Beck to 20. Jamarian Miller to 10. Triple Auto, numbered to 7. Jake Garcia, Winston Wright, and Caton Hauser. Alan Bowman, 1 of 1. Most likely this is, I got to double check and see if it was played anywhere else. Ethan Gronkmeister, or whatever, to 8. Zion Turner, 99. Alex Orgy to 25. And an MJ Morris to 49. All going NIL. Big NIL break. All right, get to our bigger winners. For the Falcons, an Idols and a Penix for Donnie Mack. We got Drew Brees to 5 going out to Chris Glidden. Bears, death by attrition pretty much. This is Caleb Base, Rome Notoriety, Rome Marquee, Rome Orange, and a Caleb Orange. So lots of cards coming out for the Bears and Tyler. Xavier Worthy on a base, Xavier Worthy on a green parallel, Xavier Worthy on the X Zenith, Xavier Worthy on an Illusions, and then a Patrick Mahomes to 25 for Andrew. Bernie Kosar, numbered to 20, going out to the Browns and Ryan. Jacob Cowing, not numbered, but rookie auto going to the Niners and Giuseppe. Tip Ryman on a silver. Marvin Harrison on a patch. And then RPA Tayshaun Palmer, 6th round pick going out to the Cardinals. Xavier Legette on a base. Jonathan Brooks on a green. Jonathan Brooks on a sparkles. Xavier Legette on an orange. And a Tet McMillan 1 of 1 going out to the Panthers and Carl Gallagher. Heck of a card. All right, our 2 biggest winners tonight, Blake Corum on a base, Blake Corum on a marquee, Jared Verse on a honeycomb, and a Blake Corum numbered to 7 centric auto going out to Jim. And then number 1, probably, we're going to have to go with Theo Johnson pink, Malik Neighbors base, Tyrone Tracy auto to 8, and Malik Neighbors to 49. Heck of a night for Matt Bellinger. Congratulations, Jim, Maddie, George, who else was in there? A good break. Oh yeah, Carl, and definitely Tony. So thank you guys all again for helping fill this. We're gonna do another draft-ish break with some Chrome, and then maybe I got another Leaf box. I'll have some NIL spots. Maybe I have to make more than 2 this time. We'll see. Either way, super fun. Thanks you guys again. Appreciate it. Some pretty sweet cards came out. You guys have a great night. Enjoy your Butterfinger ice cream, Matt. I'm only a lot jealous. All right. Thanks, you guys. We'll talk soon. Appreciate you.